Buying your first mountain bike. So you're ready to go buy your first mountain bike. Well, there's a few things you should really think about before going and spending the money. Here's 5 things to think about before buying your first bike. Bike size. Bike size is a big thing you need to read about before getting your first bike. All bikes come in different sizes. These sizes are built based on a person's height. You don't want to go and buy a bike too small or too large because you won't get the best riding out of it. Majority of manufacturers are similar in bike sizes now, except Specialized. They have decided to go with this weird S1, S2 size thing. I honestly don't know. But yeah, anyways, it's really easy to find out what size will fit you. Pretty much all bike companies will have this on their website. Dropper post. Does the bike you're looking at have a dropper post? Seriously, this would be one of the most important components on a mountain bike in the modern day. A dropper post is such a luxury nowadays, and it's required for those pedally days. It will make climbing so much easier. I certainly could not live without one now, and this is something pretty much every bike will have moving forward. You could get one installed quite easily at your bike shop, but majority of bikes will have one on the bike already. Trust me, you need a dropper post. Downhill bikes. Bro, you don't need a downhill bike. Now, this tip is a bit random, but you seriously do not need a full downhill bike. I've had countless questions from newbies saying they're going to buy a downhill bike or sending me links to DH bikes on Marketplace. You seriously don't need a 200mm suspension heavy bike for riding mountain biking. I understand the confusion also because I used to search for a downhill bike in the Marketplace or on Google when I was first looking for a bike. A downhill bike is legit for just going downhill. You can't pedal these things up the mountain, so unless you're going to be just doing shuttles all the time, I wouldn't even look at getting one. Honestly, all enduro bikes and pretty much every trail bike is more than capable at handling the chunky trails. Honestly, it pretty much sucks that DH bikes are starting to become less and less common for riders. So, if you're searching Marketplace for a bike or going to your local shop, search or ask for an enduro or trail bike.
Yeah! Hell yeah.
29er. This tip is a personal choice one, but you'll have an option between getting a 29er or a 27.5. This is your wheel size. Now also 1.5 inches doesn't sound like a lot. However, out on the trail this will feel a bit different. A 29er will have a lot faster rolling speed and eat up some of that more chunky rock terrain. But it may also feel like it's a semi-truck around corners. I personally have never felt this problem. A 27.5 should feel much more playful and easy around corners, but you will notice the difference in rock gardens. Honestly, I'd say go straight for a 29er if you're looking at your first bike. I've found I can ride my 29er exactly the same as my 27.5, but it eats up the terrain so much better and a bit faster. So yeah, just get yourself a 29er.
Oh, these get pretty big. Oh!
Hardtails. A hardtail is a really good choice for your first bike, and I'd really suggest getting one if you're new to biking. A hardtail will conquer pretty much everything as you as a new rider will be able to ride. A hardtail will be a whole heap cheaper as well, so if you don't like the sport, which is very, very unlikely, then you can, sell it and you won't be out of much pocket. Seriously, a hardtail will be the perfect starter bike. And I actually really enjoy riding mine everywhere. I've taken it down to the gnarliest trails and hit some huge jumps on it. It can pretty much do it all for most riders. Most riders will end up buying one at some point anyways. I've pretty much seen lots of, older school riders getting into hardtails and decking them out and they look sick. These bikes will help you progress your bike skills really quick also, as you have to actually choose lines correctly. I would highly suggest giving a hardtail a look before you get your first bike. Playfulness, cheap, less bike components to worry about, and overall will pretty much handle any trail. So these are just some common things to look at when you're buying your first bike. Let me know what you think's down in the comments. If you have any questions, just ask below. Leave a like if you like this video. If it was informative, leave me a sub. Cheers, legends.
Way scarier than the torches are.
Fuck yeah, it is.